Wallflower, but it's the world, go child outer. Yeah, my life was, but you know nothing about her. Things ahead and back, I can tell you about you. I'm going sweet, I'm smoking sour. Married to the game, but she broke her vows. That's why my boss, I put her broken bottles. And my nightstand, I put her open flowers. I think about more than I forget, but I don't go around fire, especially not to sweat. And leave, so I lay him down, make the bed. Just try to keep me while I'm there, don't break your leg. Money outweighing problems on a triple beam. I'm sticking to the script, these keep the theme. Be good or be good at it. You're right, I got my gun semi-automatic. Yeah. What they saying, highs up and away, man. I'll come down in a couple of days. Okay, you go me up in the day, then I'll come down in the week. You know, I got this world stuck in the same combination. Is the cheat code 3D, blood gang, and I'm in beat mode. All up out my door, but I don't need to check the beat code. So you can keep knocking, I won't knock me down. No love lost, no love found.
Again, more alive than I have been in my whole entire life. I can see these people's ears perk up as I begin to spaz with a pen. I'm a little bit sicker than most. Shit's finna get thick again. They say the competition is thick, but I get a hard dick from the shit. Now stick it in. I ain't never get it in again. Caution to the wind, complete freedom. Look at these rappers, how I treat them. So why the fuck would I join them when I beat them? They call me a freak cause I like to spit on these pussies, bar eat them. Man, get these whack cocksuckers upstage. Where the fuck is Kanye when you need them? Snatch the mic from one bitch, I'ma let you finish in a minute. Yeah, the rap was tight, but I'm about to spit the greatest verse of all time. So you might wanna go back to live tonight and scribble out them rhymes we're gonna spit and start over from scratch and write new ones. But I'm afraid it ain't gonna make no difference when I rip the stage and tear it in half tonight. It's an adrenaline rush, you feel the bass up in the place all the way to the parking lot, fella. Set fire to the mic, ignite the crowd. You could see the spark from hot metal, cold-hearted from the day I bog at the game. I so started the rock fella when I'm not even in my heart. You can still get roasted, cause Marsha's not mellow to the top, running from the top. I'm not gonna stop, I'm standing on my monopoly board. That means I'm on top of my game, and it don't stop till I hit don't hop anymore. When you're so good that you can't say, cause it ain't even cool for you to stop cocky anymore. People just get sick cause you spit these rules, can't drool or dribble or drop anymore. And you can never break my stride, you never slow the momentum at any moment I'm about to blow. You never take my pride, till in the flow, slow better than any opponent that didn't know. Mercy, mark my words, I ain't letting up, relentless, I smell blood. I don't give a fuck, keep giving them hell. Where were you when I fell and needed help? Up, you get no love.
First thing you need to do in order to get started on creating a video like you just saw is actually go on YouTube and just find people performing various covers. I went through and looked up drums, looked for background stuff, looked up various people rapping, and just went and found the ones that I thought were the best and might work. I then had to select which ones might work a little bit better because of the audio quality and things like that, and which ones would line up with all the other selections that I found. Once I selected specific ones that I felt I was going to use for my project, I then went to savevid.com, and you just simply paste the YouTube URL in here, and then you click download, and it gives you a whole bunch of different options for how to download the files, and you select whichever one you want to work with. So once you have all of the videos that you're thinking of using for your compilation, all you have to do for Ableton is just simply find the files in your folders and just click and drag them into a new audio track, and it will load them in. I put them into separate sections for each one of the parts or instruments that I was using, and then I went through and I applied warp markers to the specific sections that I was going to use within the videos, just to make things line up and be a little more in time. After I got everything to line up rhythmically, I then applied some different EQs. So for the piano part, I applied an EQ8, and I specifically was focusing on bringing out the low end over here, and I didn't really want to hear some of the higher end as much, so I brought that down a little bit. I applied a little bit of reverb, and then a limiter just to make sure I wasn't blowing out any speakers or anything. For the violin, now this had a background track to it, so I need to get rid of the original Lil Wayne and Eminem parts. So I specifically was focusing on some of the sounds that you would hear in the violin and was trying to get rid of other stuff. I used auto filters to cut off the highs and the low sounds, and I even used a gate so that way when it would trigger it, it would only go on the louder parts, the violin, and it would ignore the lower stuff. I applied a little bit of reverb to it to just give it some more depth to it, and then again a limiter. For all of the vocal parts, I did pretty much the same thing. I just simply did not use a reverb on them. I did add a little more to some of the voices. I used the male vocal and the multi-band dynamics on both the Lil Wayne and the Eminem part, and in the chorus I did not use that. But again, it was just to eliminate out the original tracks and make it so that I could just focus on extracting the audio that I wanted to use for what I was doing. For the drums, I just brought out various sections of the parts, like the bass, the snare, and the hi-hat. I specifically wanted certain frequencies to come out. After I got everything to sound the way I wanted to, then I just put them into different areas, and I just kind of mapped out how many counts I needed before I would trigger the next section, so that way everything would line up. And after that, I just went through and applied some slight modifications on some volume and different things like that. Once you get the audio track laid down, then all you have to do is import it into a video editing program, which I will now show you how to do. I used AVS Video Editor, and I simply went in and uploaded my WAV file that I created with Ableton and used this as my foundation. I then imported in the videos that I was using and trimmed them for the specific sections. I had to find out just how long each chunk needed to be in order for it to line up with the music. The BPM for the Eminem song is 64 3/4 beats per minute. So I had to find out how many 16 counts was, and it ended up being 14.826 seconds. And then all you had to do was just trim things to specific lengths for each one of the sections that you're using, whether it was like 2 counts, 4 counts, 8 counts, whatever. And you could simply line everything up. I put everything on mute because the audio, again, wouldn't sound very good on the videos because there are a lot of things I didn't want to use in my project. And so I put everything on mute and just had the sound coming specifically out of the audio track that's down here. So yeah, once you line everything up, then you create a video like I had just did. I'm really interested in videos that you can create, and would love it if you could share in the comments or video responses below. And please feel free to call me out on stuff. If I did something that was inefficient, let me know. I've only been using Ableton for a month, and this is my first time using AVS Video Editor, so if there's something I can do better, please let me know. I'm all ears. Thanks.